All right, one of the best things you can do to try to counteract postures during infant care and breastfeeding, because there's so much rounding forward, right? Taking care of the baby, we tend to tighten up in our upper chest area and we put a lot of strain through our neck. So at the end of the day, during nap time, one of the things that can be very helpful is to just allow your chest to open up. This is a full foam roller. You can just lay on the ground and do this too. You got to go based on how you feel, but just to demonstrate, if you have a full foam roller or a half one that has to be long so your head and your tail can get on it, you're just going to lay down on it. Oops, let me move my hair clip. And you let your arms open up into a T. I feel a stretch right through my pecs, front of the shoulder area. It shouldn't hurt. Palms should be facing up towards the ceiling. And you're just trying to breathe. So you can inhale and then exhale, and you can just let your arms be nice and weighted towards the ground. I'm letting my elbows soften so you don't have to be rigid and straight. You can just let them fall. And then if you want, you can stay here for about 15 to 30 seconds. Or you can be more dynamic where you're actually doing just tiny, small angel wings, so up and down. You don't want to go, you're not trying to go super, super high because you want to try to keep your hands on the floor and support it, but allow your elbows to bend as needed. Okay, so you're just working kind of in this mid-range area. The other thing you could check is make sure your low back is not crazy arched like this. You want to feel like you're in neutral. So it's not completely tucked and flat. There's a little bit of space, but it's not dramatically arched like this. And then you just hang out here. You should feel like you're opening up that upper chest area. It should either feel neutral or a light stretch or feel good. You can stay here for up to a couple minutes. That's fine. If you notice any numbness or tingling happening down your arms, it's just neural tension probably. So just take a break or kind of loosen up the amount of tension that you're creating through those limbs. You can also do this just on the floor. I have felt like that does quite a bit too. So you just on your back, same position, but this time your arms are out to the sides. And again, you're just trying to open up everything. So you can definitely go a little bit higher because you're not on that raised platform with the arms, and you can hang out in a static position with it low, with it medium, or with it a little bit high. And you're just allowing everything to soften and open down towards the floor. Another thing you can do is for your upper spine or thoracic area is to do a little bit of mobilization to the joints in that zone. So same position. You're going to get this horizontal to your spine, kind of around bra strap height is a good place to start. You interlock your fingers behind your head so you're cradling the head and holding it. So you don't want to feel like you're straining through your neck. You want to feel like your arms are holding your neck up. Okay, you can even bring your elbows a little closer towards each other so you move those shoulder blades out of the way. And then from here, you tuck your tail under so your core is engaged, because this is not a low back mobility exercise. And then keep it tucked in. It's just a little bit of an arcing motion up towards the ceiling. So you'll feel very localized pressure in that one zone of your back. And what you're doing here is you're just using the foam roller as a little bit of a fulcrum, create a little bit of joint play or joint mobility at those segments. If you feel this is just crazy tender and it's just too hard or too firm, you can do the same thing by rolling up a big beach towel instead of using a really hard foam roller. And then truthfully, if it just doesn't feel good, don't do it. And then, so you do maybe like 5 in that segment. Then you could kind of scooch your tush down so the foam roller moves up a little bit. Same thing, keep your abdominals drawn in, support that head, and you're just arcing back over the foam roller, over your rolled beach towel. It's really small. This is not necessary like this, because that's just all in my low back. You're really trying to isolate it so you get some extension or backward movement through that upper part of your back, which is just stuck kind of rounded forward when we're taking care of our little ones. So those two are good any time of day, but you know, you can try maybe morning, maybe evening, just see what feels better. It's definitely designed to counteract all of what you've been doing in the morning and afternoon caring during the day, caring for the baby. Another one to do on your back is same position, no foam roller, but you're laying down on your back. You want to feel like you're really weighted and supported. Your low back is not arched dramatically, but you're in a neutral position. So a little bit of space underneath, but not quite too much. Your head, if you feel like it's like this, like your chin is kind of up to the ceiling, put a little folded washcloth underneath your head so it supports you in a neutral spine position. So I'm not going to put one right now, but just know that you shouldn't be like this, because then your neck's all tight here. You should feel like you're in neutral. What you're doing with this exercise is you're targeting deep neck flexor muscles that are designed to pretty much stabilize and support the neck, so you're not overusing the upper trap and some of your neck muscles that aren't designed for that. So you're just going to nod your chin down. And then let it go. And you just keep repeating that, a little nod of the head, kind of like you're nodding yes. And you just want to feel like you're doing the littlest bit of a head nod without gripping a ton, really at all, through any of the muscles that you feel like you can put your hands on that are in the front of your neck. So if I really like kind of work too hard, I can like make all these muscles grip and tighten. I don't want you to do that. It's really just the littlest bit of a nod, so you're just isolating muscles that are super deep in front of the neck to help stabilize. I would do maybe like 3 to 5 second holds, and you can repeat that maybe about 10 times. And again, daily would be great. You could do this laying down. You can do this sitting. So now it's kind of like you have an imaginary wall behind you and you're just nodding your head. Same thing, you can do it standing up. And then I can show you ways to progress this.